What's going on, guys? So before we start the war, I knew it's gonna be a bad idea, but before we start the war, you guys know like I'm reacting to both of these guys. So Blackpink, BTS, I love them both. And I was just crossing, like some videos on YouTube and I just found this and I was like, damn, there is a big debate between Blackpink and BTS. I wanted to watch it. I was like, you know what? Let me just record it because I promise you guys I go through the journey 100% right in front of your eyes. We're going to do it together. Let's see it. To be honest, it's going to be tough for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's really tough for me because I listen to both of them. Jenny is my girl, and BTS is you can see them right there. They're everywhere actually. So let's watch this.
What is the difference between this and this?
Let's see.
BTS is not just bigger than Blackpink. They're better. And before you come for me in the comments, hear me
Okay. Even she's afraid to talk. Oh boy, it's gonna be a dangerous video.
out. This goes beyond views and visuals.
Okay, wait.
Hear me out. This goes
Give me a sec.
beyond views and visuals. We're talking about hard work, originality, and impact.
Okay.
So buckle up, Blinks and Armies. This one's gonna hurt.
Oh boy.
Let me just start by saying we are not discounting doo-doo or this or Lisa's dancing or Jenny's rap or Rose's singing and by no means Jisoo's hard work. We are here to discuss brands and what has become of them.
Okay, so I guess they're more into like which brand is bigger, I guess.
For people who are new, BTS is 7 boys who grew up in a bankrupt company and went on to make it a billion-dollar company and industry.
Sold out world tours, made the Time 100 list, and delivered a speech to the UN. So happy to have you here.
And BLACKPINK are 4 girls who have catchy songs, and there's a Human Chanel, YSL, Bulgari, and Dior, and they've got streams
Damn. I didn't know that.
more than population in most countries. Let's start with the art. BLACKPINK has a certain drag about them. I don't know if it's aspiration or the thought that is reiterated in their music that we can never be like them because they have XYZ brands, which is partially true, but then why would we stan them for being arrogant, ambitious maybe? I think the girls are genuinely nice, but the brand they have built around them is not.
Oh, you see? Buddy, I'm getting fucking mad. I said this in my first video. This thing is more than music, guys.
Not that the girls need to be nice, but they can't be relatable and aspirational at the same time.
As BTS. Yes, 100%. I give you that. Yes.
BTS, on the other hand, doesn't just release music. They release eras. Albums like Wings, Map of the Soul, and B are layered with psychology, philosophy, youth angst, mental health, and healing.
Well said.
Meanwhile, BLACKPINK's discography, it's catchy, sure. But the themes haven't evolved much beyond, look at me, I'm pretty, I'm expensive, I'm unbothered.
Yes.
That's fine for a debut.
Okay, so oh my god, I'm super happy that I'm listening to this. I don't care about what she's talking about, which one is better or not. I love the way that she compared BTS with other bands, and she said, and she's talking about the other things except music, and she's trying to say BTS is just a crazy, unstoppable band because of these things, not just music. Wow, well said. Finally.
But we're 5 years in. Where's the growth? Now let's talk talent. BTS didn't get popular because of fashion or brands or face cards. They trained, wrote, and choreographed like
Okay, I'm not agree with this because those girls, they trying, they practicing all those things too. So you can't say such a thing when you're comparing.
maniacs. Meanwhile, BLACKPINK's line distribution is still a mess. Their
something
vocal
new
consistency is still
or new
debatable.
styles all the time. Hit it when I serve, bitch, you better swerve. Revving, I'm a focus on my mind, taking my time. I'm a new
While they do
woman.
have intriguing vocal tones, but a lot of the times fail to deliver in the rare live performances they have. And don't even get me started on live vocals versus backing tracks. The girls are stars, and they are hardworking. There's no doubt to that, because
Hey, don't get me wrong. Nowadays, a lot of artists they're bad with live performance, and yes, it's a big thing. As an artist, I'm talking about it, and I know how hard it is to perform your song exactly the same way that you record it in the studio when you're performing it. But if you can do such a thing, it just gets you to another level, another league. So if you get two artists, one of them can perform and one of them can't, you cannot put them in the same category, in my opinion.
you don't reach that level without hard work. So Jenny's lazy dancing says only one thing, that her priorities are shifting. Because she didn't seem so lazy in her solo performances. There's talent there, but not necessarily talent of singing, or in some cases,
Hey, relax. No, it's not about that. It's just different skills.
dancing, but talent of marketing and branding. Blackpink's team is elite at marketing. They've got Chanel, Dior, Celine, MAC, Bulgari, literally the holy trinity of luxury.
But here's the plot twist. BTS achieved global status without relying on fashion campaigns. They built their empire.
Okay, so this thing, I guess, for a girl band, they're doing the same. Like they're doing the right thing. Like you going after fashion brands is the same thing that you're going after. Uh, the topics that BTS is using in their albums or whatever. So the thing is, these two bands, each of them, they're good at something, and they're using it perfectly. That's why they're in the top of the chart. That's totally fine. Maybe a band is good with branding and marketing. Maybe a band is good with talent. Maybe a band is good with creativity. Maybe a band, it doesn't matter. As long as you do that thing right that gets you to the top, that's fine. I give you that because being a good artist is not about only music. Okay? I always say that. It's not always about music.
With music, sincerity, and connection. No Met Gala gimmicks, no designer-sponsored interviews, just raw, emotional resonance that crossed languages and cultures. Now, both groups are
But BTS, they can't go. Okay, so BTS, they can't do such a thing because the relationship and the character that they're showing is almost against such a thing. You know what I mean? So they might actually that might be a negative thing for them if they start doing it.
human. But how they handle controversy is telling. Blackpink faced backlash in 2025 for Lisa's Met Gala dress, allegedly showing Rosa Parks' face on her
God damn.
crotch. Then came the N-word. Still, no proper apology, no statement, just PR cleanup. BTS, when old insensitive tweets or missteps emerged, they owned it, learned, and moved forward. Remember when RM addressed cultural learning publicly? That's leadership. BTS writes and produces their own music.
Hey, BTS leaders, again, another thing that I told you guys in the last video, the way that they respect the leader and the way that RM is leading this team is insane. It's so hard, especially when you get like 7 people in the band.
They're not just idols, they're artists. Being a star also doesn't make Blackpink artists, at least not traditionally. Artistry observed to
I don't like, hey, I'm not agree with this. They're all artists, okay? Don't say such a thing. It's just like some of them, they get more tools to use. As a character, as a person, as an individual, they have more tools to use. And that's what make them different. We get millions of artists. How come one of them is reaching in the middle, middle point? Some of them are going on the top. Some of them are unstoppable. And this is actually why. It doesn't mean that the one in the bottom or in the middle, they're not artists. I'm not agree with that.
The root's long-term success? Art that connects fans by sharing pain and joy. Most people we see enjoy long-term success are artists. That can't be the case with the girls because there's a man behind the customized rich baddie, cutie persona for you. Stars often burn so bright and so fast.
It's not always about sorry guys if I'm pausing a lot. It's not always about happy or sad. It's about triggering the emotions and also showing them the journey. Blackpink missing that. Like the reason why you guys are here and watching my videos, because you know I'm in this journey and you following me because I'm in this journey. If I had no journey, it wasn't that exciting for you guys to watch my videos. Same thing. For big artists in that big stage, obviously it makes a big difference. Blackpink doesn't have that. What is the back end story behind Blackpink? Is it such a crazy thing like, BTS? Are they streaming and showing those type of things that BTS showing to trigger those emotions? No.
That they fade out of existence and there's no substance in their success. There's no passion for the music or dance, but passion for fame and being bigger and bigger until they get lost in the way. Blackpink, almost everything is handled by Teddy and YG, and it shows. The girl crush sound hasn't changed in 5 years. One mini album every 2 years is not enough in today's music world. And not just Blackpink, a lot of talented people, even artists lose their way in the limelight.
But again, it depends what they're aiming. Maybe Blackpink doesn't want to aim what BTS is aiming. You know what I mean?
With that, they lose purpose. Artists like Taylor or Beyonce have retained themselves because no matter what controversy, they love creating and have full autonomy on decisions where, as in this case, the outfits, ED, choreographies to songs are all related to branding and marketing them like products, also keeping minimum fan interaction to increase exclusivity. On the other hand, BTS has fan interactions, songs that genuinely aim to motivate. A rags to riches story. And what does Blackpink have? Chanel and pearls, which...
Hey, don't get me wrong. Again, this might be a little bit hate on, and I don't like it. Hate on Blackpink. I don't like that. Because Blackpink, they're very strong. In my opinion, they're a little bit more strong with catchy songs and also clubby sounds that is, like you hear a lot in North America than BTS. But on the other hand, BTS is just an unstoppable band because of their relationship with the army and the journey that they made. So it's just two different things. You can't compare these two. It's so stupid.
This case is not enough. This is true for even pop culture, where stars Nicki, Lady Gaga are heavily associated with their fandom and time, and again, their bond is seen through activism, posts, sometimes controversies, whereas Blackpink does 2 shows in the name of fan service, then gives them these concert seats, and no true connection with them established through their music.
Almost their whole fandom service is based on serving looks and singing about how they are rich and famous, and we should look at them, then look at us.
Again, that... I don't know why she's talking about that a lot. 90% of the fucking artists in North America talking about the same shit. That's because you guys don't understand. These guys are aiming probably just North America. Maybe. And that's their aim. Maybe their aim is different than BTS.
See, most celebs don't love you. They love that you make them famous and rich. That's just the simple, plain truth. Music serves no connection, art has no meaning, and girls are sold like dolls in a supermarket. What's left is just...
That was dark. Girl, damn. No,
an emblem of aspiration. Blackpink was set up to fail, to make short-term cash. So many groups fade after they launch because the system fails them. Blackpink is treading 2 paths at the time and failing at the Skola. They will have to choose between being an untouchable, unmissable star or go out the artistry way and choose fan service. BTS evolved because they took control. BLACKPINK is stagnating because they're controlled. At the end of the day, BTS will be remembered not just as a K-pop group, but as a cultural movement. BLACKPINK might rule Instagram, but BTS changed the global perception of Korean music. They broke into...
Again, not agree, because also a lot of people know Blackpink, and they know they're from South Korea. So I'm not agree with this, because they're both actually working hard to show, like, people that they're from South Korea and they're successful. Okay, again, it's not fair to compare these two, because my opinion, the company as a business, because again, music is business, guys. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much the artists love to doing, like writing music and stuff like that. Again, the companies see it as a business, and you have to dig down and see what is the long-term goal and short-term goal for their company. It's like any other brands, like car brands or whatever. One of them producing like 2 cars a year, another one is producing like millions a year. So you got to see like what is the mindset behind it.
the US with barely any Western features. They spoke at the UN. They charted Billboard without English. And most importantly, they did it together, without solo deals pulling them apart. This isn't about tearing BLACKPINK down. They're insanely talented. But when you look at the full picture, BTS is simply better from an integral and long-term personal view. We will have to wait.
Again, you can't compare it, because again, these guys been around way more than BLACKPINK. If I'm wrong, please write it down in the comment. I don't know much about them yet for both of these groups, So, but at least I know a little bit to give my opinions here and there,
And see if it stays this way, or BTS falls prey to commercial releases like Butter. Agree? Disagree? Let the fan war begin in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you want more.
Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. We can, have a discussion down in the comment. To be honest, they're both successful. That's the end of the story. And they're both using different type of things to get successful. And their aim is different. Because the end of the day, we're not putting these two bands together and removing everything else about their career and just comparing them musically, musically, or whatever you want to call it. It comes as a package. Okay, so the package is different. What they present is different. So my opinion is just not fair to compare these two bands together. Again, write it down in the comment. I would love to get knowledge, like, in the comment, and know more about these bands. Okay, thank you so much. Adios, tapilos, taquilos, taquilos. Thanks for watching. That's how we say bye.